What is up, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to assess a keyword when you're getting ready to publish your book. So let's say you found a topic that you like, and I'm just laughing because I searched up marijuana books because, hey. And you're thinking, okay, I have found a keyword that I assume this one is profitable, and so I want to assess what are the strengths and weaknesses of the current books that I see. How is the current landscape of search results for page one? What am I really up against? And how, if I can, how can I possibly compete for this keyword? So I haven't done any prior research at all for this particular keyword in the way of books. and I can tell right away. Like, first thing I look at is like I just quickly glance, aside from the delicious plants on the side there, that a lot of these books are just loaded with reviews. Loaded. So I know right away that in terms of trying to organically rank my book for the page one search result, meaning having a process of such in which I do certain optimization practices to get my book towards the page one search results, it's not going to happen as a self-published author. I mean, if I got real reviews and maybe got 5 reviews from friends and family, that would still get me nowhere. And even if I bought fake reviews and maybe did like 30 of them, that would definitely still get me nowhere. So I know right away for this keyword, we can just quickly prove it, that it's going to be super, super, super profitable. Yeah, marijuana is profitable. It's not going to be something that we can rely on organic search result traffic to get our book up. So what we would need to do is now consider, okay, for this keyword, it is super competitive. If we still wanted to publish, what would we have to do? The answer is spend money on ads. So I'm going to quickly look at book one here for the sponsored search listing for marijuana books. And this is the Little Black Book of Marijuana, priced at $9.95. And what exactly is this thing? Like, I look at the books that I compete against in a given keyword. If you wanted to get to a level, I don't want to make income claims for what you can earn, but when I started making $100, $200, even $300 a day and more, a lot more, I know my keywords, and that doesn't just mean like what I know is profitable or not. For a given keyword that I'm going into, I know the books that are currently existing. I know their quality. I know what they're about. I know their price points. I know what's a selling point of theirs. I know what their angle is. And I also look for weaknesses to exploit. So this is the concise guide to cannabis with culture and history, along with using, cultivating, cooking. Okay. So it's 144 pages. It's not self-published, obviously. Ranks really well. And I'm actually a little bit surprised that people are running ads for marijuana and Amazon allows it, because I have another book that I authored on anabolic steroid use, and the campaign gets denied because you're supposedly not supposed to advertise for drugs. Perhaps there's an exception because, well, here's the thing. Medical marijuana, as far as what I understand, it's not supposed to be, it's still Schedule 3 or 4 drug, right? In some states, in most states. Like in California, it doesn't matter. But anyhow, I don't know why we're allowed to run ads for this. But I can quickly tell that for my book to be competitive, it's going to have to be priced no more than, I'd say, if we had a truly good book, like And we would have to also assess how long would our book be for marijuana. Okay, these people are hard hitters with 500-page encyclopedias with great pictures of marijuana. This might not even be a good keyword to publish for. And I'm actually gonna turn my back on this keyword and summarize that this is not a good keyword for a self-published author to go into, regrettably. Because number one, the competition is too great. Number two, for our book to be purchased and have a customer on Amazon choose our book over these current options, we would need to commit to content that requires at least 300 pages or so, because we can't be skimping out on marijuana handbooks, giving out these 30-page pamphlets. Not only are customers not going to buy it, the ones who do are going to one-star us so fast for giving them a piece of crap for a book. So right here, marijuana is not going to be a keyword to publish for. I wish I did this in more of a live stream so that we could keep assessing keywords, but we'll keep going. Again, this is not something that I've rehearsed at all. This is a one-take video. I'm looking on the side at different categories just to get ideas for what to search for next. So I'm going to look at herbal remedies book. I don't know why that was so hard to say. It's Friday over here. Not like I work a 9 to 5, but look, I got killed in the gym today, all right? Effing killed. Anyway, so now we are in herbal remedy books, and I've never looked at this keyword before. Again, I'm quickly glancing to see how competitive it is. It's competitive, not as competitive as marijuana, but it's still going to be something that I think we would have to shy away from, and here's why. Not only is it going to be super competitive, but again, we'll give you more of a why we don't want to compete in this keyword, so that you can remember this methodology that I'm showing you in mind, and you can perhaps replicate it and repeat it on how you assess books for keywords when you're doing keyword research as to why or why not you should publish for a keyword. For this keyword, looking at the first few books, this is a 400-page book work. These books are going to sell well. Anytime you have a popular keyword that's related to like medicine or herbal remedies or even holistic stuff, it's gonna be super popular. It's the meta thing right now. It's the in thing. It's the mainy thing. It's so mainstream. So people are into that natural stuff. But we are going to be able to just quickly tell that for us to compete in this keyword, again, would require a huge expenditure, where we would not only need quality content, most likely with photos, giving examples of herbal medicine, but there's just such a commitment to how much content we would need to provide to even be feasible for a keyword like this. So that precisely is why we would not want to compete here. Now, I'm debating whether I should give one of my keywords away right now on something that I've never shown before. I'll show it and I'll explain why I'm comfortable with showing it if it shows my book. Okay. So, travel guides Thailand. This is a keyword right now that's making me about $30 a day. Okay. And if we were to look at the search results, we have a Thailand pocket guide by Insight Guides and Thailand, JR's Travel Guide for Millennials by JR's Travel. And you can tell, probably on the basis that the cover is awesome, number one, and number two, my initials are JR, that this is in fact my book, ladies and gents. And again, it's making me about a steady $30 a day. And what I want to show is that for a keyword like this, it's still popular. It's going to sell well, especially right now towards the November-December season. I can just tell you from my own knowledge that, number one, Thailand, and particularly Bangkok, is the most touristed, the most traveled place in the world for vacation globally. And usually the most popular times to go there are during November and December. And I've spoken to some local Thais here in the Bay Area, and they highly suggest going there in November and December as well, when the weather's good. So right now, we're going to see a big spike in rankings for books related to travel guides in Thailand. And I'm just showing you that as proof. Okay, sells well. And notice that in the way of reviews, if we really want to factor reviews as criteria for how competitive a book niche is, okay, it's not overwhelmingly competitive if we are considering reviews. Now, despite what you might have been taught thus far, whether you're, let me take it back. Despite what you might have been taught prior to 2016, there has been a shift with Amazon in how much reviews really weigh into the algorithm for search results for books, and even the importance of reviews overall for books. Okay? Now, even in the blueprint, I believe we emphasize that reviews are highly, they're not overrated, but I think that a lot of newer level publishers hone in and just spend too much time on the review gathering process. And instead of focusing on, getting these 30 fake reviews, okay, here's a book that I have with 2 reviews, 2 that are real. I started from 0, believe it or not. I had it priced at $13.34. Amazon right now is discounting it to $6.38. I didn't manipulate anything. It's November. It's going to be December tomorrow. Amazon decided to help me out and discount it, okay? So that's the way it is. And you can see here, with my 2 review book at 142 pages, it does well. Now, what I would want to bring up also is that for travel guides in particular, let's keep looking at page counts for these books in this keyword. You're going to see that these paperbacks usually have, this one has 144 pages. DK Eyewitnesses is a strong brand that's known worldwide. It's got reviews from very popular media sources. This one's 512 pages, okay? Everyone knows who Lonely Planet is in the way of travel guides. Huge brand for travel guides, and I assume this is the best seller, and it is. 800 pages. I think they made it longer than ever, if you can believe that. And I'll just show one more with the Solo Girls Travel Guide by Alexa West. We've got 238 pages for this particular guide. So what does that tell you? You would need to commit to a book that has minimum 40, preferably 50,000 words. And it's got to be quality content. You cannot go to some, unless you find someone like really cheap that is stupid in negotiating their rate. You won't find someone worthwhile that can write this super cheap. And for 50,000 words, it's a huge commitment. I'll just tell you straightforward. I think I spent $750 to $900 getting this guide created. It's because even though I spent, I think, on 40,000 words, it still came out to be 142 pages. The quality is amazing. It's easily the best book I've ever had produced. Second best book now. But for its time, it was the best book I ever had produced. It's got photos. It's great. It's a great guide. I mean, I read it because I want to go to Thailand too, and I will. But it's awesome. And of course, mine has Pattaya. Come on. Mine has Pattaya featured, so you got to buy mine over everyone else's. Maybe that is why everyone's buying mine. But anyway, that is why I was okay with showing this keyword, is because most of you watching, I'm not trying to be a dick, but you would preferably want to put your entry into a book that is less capital intensive, that has less of a barrier to entry in terms of money spent. You wouldn't want to start out paying like $200 or $300 for a book. I wanted to do this as like a passion project, and I still knew I could make money from it. Now, again, this is making me $30 a day on net, and at the same time, I knew, because I didn't have the star power of DK Eyewitnesses or Lonely Planet, that I had to spend money on ads. So from the beginning, I knew my strategy for this book. Two things. Number one, I knew I had to run ads to gain visibility. Number two, I knew that I needed some kind of differentiation for my book, some kind of unique marketing pitch or a specific demographic I was trying to cater towards. And I caught this as I knew, Lonely Planet, big brand guide, DK Eyewitness, big brand guide, Alexa West, the Solo Girls travel guide, the travel guide for, I assume, to be females. Mine, I chose to be the guide for millennials. And I think that helps contribute towards having my book bought, along with the fact that it has great visibility as it's on the top of the search results. So this is a book, though I spent $700 initially, is going to, I think it's already actually broken even for me thus far since June. So, and it's continuing to make money for me daily in November and December, as it's a popular time right now to tour Thailand. So those are some factors that I would consider. I'm just like working backwards how I chose this book to not only be published, but how I would position it to make money with publishing on Amazon. So guys, I don't want to take my time trying to sell you anything, but if you like this content on how I assess keywords, how I research keywords, and what I really try to look at in terms of criteria for how I position myself to make money, I have a course called REVELAVI, I reveal in Latin, where I go through with you step by step on how you can create your own book. I tell you the exact elements that your book needs to have in order to succeed on Amazon, how to effectively market your book, how to also effectively run ads for your book, and do so profitably. In most situations, we can do that for you. So, and of course, I came out with my own technique called the Triforce strategy, in which basically I have my own self-developed technique to where I can dominate a keyword with ads, and it's all in the course, and it's something that no one else has come up with, and it really works. Ask my students, ask people on Facebook who are self-publishers, ask people who have taken my course. It's all at REVELAVI.com. Link is below. I'd say other than that, I'm going to keep making videos for you guys, because right now I don't think there's anyone doing this in terms of showing you how to be more strategic with Amazon and giving it in the way of free content on YouTube. So we'll keep it coming, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you'd like to see, if this has been helpful for you, or what other insights you'd like me to show you here on YouTube for free. So until then, guys, have a good one. Later.